This is a response video to Microsoft source code. I'm loving your crappy video. You're human. You got a body and a face, and you're not just texting an idea and a concept. You're human. I love that. Really puts a face to who I'm talking to. Like it really helps me know who it is I'm talking to. So, and I really love the idea that you took the time to put yourself out there. That's what I think we all need to do, is take the time to put ourselves out there, to say, here I am. I'm not ashamed of the words. I'm tying the words to this face, which you ended up putting in your title, 101 101. So I thought I'd sort of explain where that came from. When you start an account, you put Judy, and then they end up saying, well, that's taken. So then you put 1, and then they're saying, well, Judy 1 was taken. And then I thought, 101 is like, if you, English 101, physics 101, it's like the word of our educational books of a study of something, So I thought, Judy 101. And it's more of me knowing myself. The study of myself was sort of, the login username that I used. But then when I put Judy 101, it said that's taken. So I thought, okay, Judy 101, 101. And that seemed to be available, and that's where that name came from. And then, knowing programming, as you probably do too, 101 101 is computer code. So it's kind of interesting what that code represents. And typically it's usually the representation that we put onto a code. It's kind of interesting when you think about it. And another thing I noticed you talking about, that when you put yourself out there, you end up getting a lot of negative comments. And it's like, okay, a lot of my videos that I'm talking about is that when you attract negative, it's like you got to swallow that pill and see there's something negative inside you. And so that's where I kind of really was working on myself. And those brain reprogramming things is a lot of things that I use to get myself centered again. And decided just to focus on what's inside me, and I'm not attracting anything negative. I don't even see anything negative. And a lot of it is your perceptions of what people are saying. Generally, if somebody's angry, it's like, call them on it and say, are you an angry person? And they don't like to be angry, so they either tend to go away, or they have to say, no, I'm not angry, I just have a point to make. And then they can calm down right away and make their point. And a lot of what I'm saying is everything is based on our belief systems. And, so if anybody makes a statement that goes against what I believe, then I just look at what their belief systems are. And because I can see, patterns of what a belief actually leads to, you can see the future. Really easy. It's predictable, because a belief system creates an action, and an action always creates an outcome. So if you can kind of understand what one belief system will guide you down, then you can kind of see some belief systems aren't worth having. So, then I just, if somebody's negative, then I can easily ask them, is that what you really believe? And how does that belief work for you? And there was one guy, if you probably noticed, that I was having a lot of heated debate with religion. And then I came up with the belief that maybe you should just not talk with religious people. That was a belief. But then he wouldn't go away. So I had to kind of change that belief, because I kept responding to him. He would say something that would encourage me to say something back. And I could see that it was constantly always negative. So I had to be a lot stronger in myself and not be the negative that I was seeing. And just seeing what this guy wanted to see. I mean, we're all after peace and love. He wants to get his peace and love one way. I want to get my peace and love in a different way, but in that different way is just communication. It's just the words and our choices of believing how to get the same thing. So as soon as I can, be the 101, the study of myself, and see what it was in the conversations that were keeping us in a disagreement, um, and being a lot more responsible and accountable of myself, all of a sudden the conversation changed away. And, I don't see him making any comments anymore, but he did leave saying, God bless you. You know, more or less like saying, let's hope God supports me on what it is that I'm doing, because he can see what I'm doing isn't all that bad. It's not quite, being all that supportive and giving me all that power to do what he says God bless me in, because he's kind of gone away, or he's not posting, or whatever. But the same thing was like, it's all about transforming that evil and seeing the evil within yourself. So if somebody puts out there a negative comment to anything that you've got to say, take it as a time to reflect on why is it you attracted that. Look at yourself as, how can I communicate differently? How can I get along with my neighbor? Because if we're going to create a world peace, then you've got to kind of be peaceful with everybody that you disagree with. So it's like a classroom. So I don't fear negative comments at all. I'm kind of welcoming them, because it's a time for me to examine myself. And I put this channel up there to be more of a diary for myself. And it's like, if anybody wants to view it, then that's great, but it's how I interact with my world, in the realness of the world, like when I go outside this house. But it could start with YouTube. They're real people like you that posted a video that I could see. You're actually real. So thanks so much for putting out that crappy video. I really, really love that crappy video, and I'm really looking forward to a lot more crappy videos. And you never know, maybe one day our videos won't be so crappy, because let's face it, if it was like non-crappy, then everybody'd be watching it. Right now we only got a little bit of people watching it. So I'm still in development, still in process, but I really appreciate everybody that's participating in my channel, because everybody is helping me, guide me down the path that I want to go into. And I'm hoping anything I say is something positive for anybody else. I don't want to tear people down. I'd rather build people up. And I'm finding everybody that's participating in my channel building me up, and I really appreciate it. And I sure hope that I'm doing that in return. If I'm not, it'll be reflected in the conversations. So thanks for the crappy video, and look forward to more. And I'm hoping other people will make more crappy videos. And let's just love failing, because if you fail enough, boom, you'll get success, and you won't know what hit you. Peace out.